What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? We live? Can you hear me? Volume sounding okay? Everything sounding okay? Give me a what's up in the chat. Alrighty. I'm gonna take those off for now. All right, so here we go. Yeah, gonna do a little vibe coding tonight. So we're just gonna get the vibes going. And let's see, what do we? Yeah, maybe I just have some music playing in the background. Um, But what we're doing, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is a GUGO Hacka-Run. So we've got we're like in the middle of it. We got 4 days left until the submission deadline. If you haven't set up your project yet, you can do so at runwithgugo.fun. Click submit project. You'll log in with a wall address. You can go to your profile and then create team. So I'll just kind of create one right now. And then once you create your team, um, then you'll be able to see your project and edit your project. So you can edit it and add in basically your Twitter, your GitHub, banner links. If you've got a video demo or other URLs, add some screenshots, a link to your project so that we can test it out. That's the app URL. And then save it. And once you're ready to submit before Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, you would come in here and click submit project. So that's basically how you set up your project. Pretty straightforward. I know some people had some questions about that. So you could do it before finishing your project, and then come back in. You just save the project and don't submit it yet. But you can come back in and re-edit it if you need to update anything, change the links, stuff like that. So that's what I would recommend. I know some people had some questions about setting up their projects. I want to put that in there. Other than that, run with GUGO.fun. Big prize pool. You can deploy on testnet or mainnet depending on what you want to do. Lots of prizes. And if you're not building, you want to stream, we do have a form in the Discord under the resources, or actually, it's probably in the announcements. The announcements has streaming reviews of submissions. There's a form right here you can fill out if you want to stream reviews next week, which will start on, I believe, the 5th. Yeah, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. We'll have 3 days of streaming, which we'll be reviewing all the submissions. And then there's also additional resources in the builders section. So I've got how to get some testnet ETH, how to bridge to abstract, how to get some GUGO assets, additional resources to our YouTube channel. Scenario is an AI tool for creating game assets, so that might be helpful for some folks. You can check that out, create backgrounds, things like that. V0.dev is the coding tool that I use. It's online, visual. Bolt is very similar. You'll probably run out of free stuff, free commands with these, so you might have to get a subscription. But I like V0.dev the best. And then Klein is like a AI code copilot that you can use in VS Code or Cursor. Replic's another no-code agent. And then, yeah, code session for Monday. So tonight, what are we doing? Let's see what the chat's going on. Should be a good watch. All right, so I can go into ChatGPT and kind of like ideate on my idea. I had this idea last night. I might do that. And then I will build it in V0. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a Web3 version of the Zoltar machine. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. I already started with ChatGPT to get some graphics going. So I went in here and I'll just share this so you can kind of see. So like I wanted to draw this duck as like a Zoltar fortune teller genie. Ask for a transparent background facing forward. This is what it gave me. I was like, all right, great. And I was like, can you add a red curtain backdrop? Gave me a download for that. And then I was like, all right, can you generate a transparent overlay? So just kind of give like that overlay to go over the image so I can layer things. And I was like, oh, can you make it look more like a fortune teller box? So I was like, yeah. Carlo's a prompt goblin. Yeah. What does that mean? I was like, all right, make it look like that. And then I need a background. This was not right. I didn't want that. This was fine for what I was going to do tonight. I just rotated it to the left and saved it. And then I was like, create a blank fortune card that might come out of a fortune teller machine, but I wanted it on the landscape ratio. So those are some graphic images I just kind of generated from that. I also took the still image of the duck, and I actually made a video using um, another site called artlist.io. I had one free generation that I could create a video with. So they've got like an AI image to video creator. So I just did that just for the sake of this. All right, so I'm probably going to skip Chat GPT for now. I'm going to go right into V0 and tell it what I want to do. So I want to build a fun fortune teller game slash experience called GUGO the Great. All right. So, and then what I'm going to do from here is going to kind of describe the user journey, describe what happens. I'm going to add those assets that I created earlier. So I'm going to upload from computer, um, from my desk. I think I saved it to my desktop. Hopefully it'll show me upload from computer. There we go. So yeah, so I've got backgrounds, I've got fortune card, I've got overlay. There's a still, there's a video. So I'm going to add those things in there, and I'll describe what I want them to what I want the app bot to use it for in a second. So Google the Great. So user comes to the site and connects their AGW abstract wallet. Um, Actually, yeah, that's fine. And pays 25 cents in ETH, so abstract testnet ETH, and clicks a button to get their fortune from GUGO the Great. So basically, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? I'm gonna say we can add the blockchain elements later. Laters. All right. I've attached a background.png for the website background, a GUGO still.png, and let's see, to display. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to try to have it display a still, then a video, then a still. We'll see what happens. To display before and after a fortune is being read. When a fortune is being read, display the GUGO video.mp4. Let's see what else. And over both display the GUGO overlay PNG. All right, we'll see what happens there. Once the fortune is read, display the fortune card with the fortune readout text above it. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Open API or OpenAI APIs to kind of generate the fortunes for us. Um, so I'm gonna tell V0 that's what we're gonna do. So let's use OpenAI API to act as character, GUGO the Great, and generate cute and witty, sometimes crypto related fortunes for the user. All right. Uh yeah. Where do we find bearish backgrounds we can start with? So bearish backgrounds, I think we have something I can put in the resource. There might be in the resources actually. I think there's a branding kit in the resources. So check that out. Um the video generator, yeah, it's called artlist.io. You can pay like $5 a month to do a bunch of stuff, or I think I got one free generation of a video, so I just used it that one time. But artlist.io. I can throw that in chat if you want. Don't. Alrighty. So let's see. Um, background. Create. All right. So one thing I'm gonna do is because in order to use Open AI, the API, you have to have an API key. I do have one set up. I did give it some credits, but I do need to create um, an environment variable to store the Open AI. What do they call it? They call it a it's like a permissions key, I think. Mm, I'll just put API key. Okay. Let's just get it going, see what it does there. It's going to start thinking. I have my API key ready to go, so I can plug that in once it creates an environment variable. So that's kind of where you store non-public uh, details like API keys or project IDs, things like that you don't want to be surfaced for someone to come and steal your API key and then eat up all your, um, open AI credits, for example, right? So we're just gonna let this run, see what it does. In the meantime, I'm going to add in some abstract wallet connect. I was gonna try to do Rainbow Kit tonight. Usually I'll do the native integration and I'll just kind of copy all the stuff on this page and throw it into the chat. So I'm gonna try that with Rainbow Kit tonight to see if we can get a wallet integration that way as well. And this is just on the abstract docs website, so docs.abs.xyz. Really great resource, has a lot of information, but we're gonna try Rainbow Kit tonight, see how well or bad we broke this. All right, this generation uses an integration. Uh, Steps in the chat. Okay, so there's an integration. I need to add my Open AI key. All right, so bear with while I add my API key. I'm basically just copying and pasting it into that field. All right, I'll bring it back now. Let's see. Let's bring it back in here. All right. All right. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think we need the text up here. I think we can probably move this into maybe a menu bar. Got some spacing things going on. Let's pop it out into. So there's a couple things here that I like about V0. One is the select tool here. So I can say remove this header one, remove this paragraph, add a like a top menu bar, and we can put that up there if we wanted to, or just not have it up there. But you can also within here ask a follow up on a particular area. So if I wanted this particular image to be bigger, I could say enlarge this to fit the frame a little bit better, and I'll do that in a second. But I'm going to open up. The other thing I like here is this open a new tab. This creates kind of a soft launch, if you will, a soft deploy, and you can then check it out in a large screen. So it's not the greatest. Let's go ahead and connect the wallet. Get fortune. Oops, mysterious mysterious energies are disrupted. Please try again. All right, let's try again. All right, so we're getting some oops messaging. Now if we do it in here, there is a console at the bottom. I gotta switch back to there's a console at the bottom that you can look at as well. So let's go ahead and go in here, consulting mystical forces. All right, so so it displayed the fortune in here, and did create some sort of fortune, but it's not really readable, right? Okay, so let's try to fix all this stuff. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back and let's title and see title and paragraph here. All right. Consult GUGO again. Actually, what does that do? All right, brings it back to this. I don't think it showed the animation either. It didn't look like it showed the animation either. So I think we need smaller. We need smaller fortunes, and we need. Or actually, we probably should put the fortune card somewhere else. So there's some updates that we can do here to actually make it better. All right. So you can go back into your chat and tell it to do all the different things that you want it to do. I'm going to go ahead and click this. Go back to my original ask. Okay. All right. So Google still. All right. The Google still images displays before and after fortune is being read. While fortune is being created, display and autoplay the Google.video. Create a new area for the fortune card to display. So the Google still and Google video are not disrupted. Let's all right, let's remove the title text and what is that? I don't know. Description, I guess. From the top, let's add a simple top menu bar for the title to live. And maybe create a page of past fortunes. Let's see. Let's instruct our AI fortune teller to create smaller fortunes, or actually, let's say shorter fortunes, and about 30 characters. What's that? And try to fit the text to the fortune card dimensions. All right. So a bunch of stuff I'm gonna throw in there, see if it takes any of that, and see what happens. All right. What's an API key? Sorry. So an API key is basically kind of like a password. So you don't want to really share it. It's a password to access an API feed for some integration of some sort. Um, so it's basically like if you wanted a chat bot that uses AI on your website, you would have to choose an LLM like OpenAI or something like that to use as your chatbot. But in order for it to work on your website, you'd have to pull in their API using an API key. That means you've got access to it. You can display that information on your website. You're paying for the credits usually, or some sort of service fee, so that it just kind of auto runs based on the app or game that you developed. Um, and so you don't want to share those with anybody. You just want to keep those separate. And a lot of times they'll display it one time, and you'll have to save it for yourself because they won't display it again. But most of those sites will have ability for you to create a new secret key. All right. All right. All right. So it did some more stuff here. This is pretty decent. I wonder what's on the past fortunes page. Visit GUGO to discover your destiny. I don't like the coloring, but we can change that. It did shift over GUGO the Great to the right or to the left. Put your fortune on the right. I'm gonna pop it out. Let's see what we got here. All right. So I still need to fix this. I didn't actually ask for it to do that. So oops, energies disrupted. Something got disrupted. So let's go back in here. All right. So now it's playing the image or the video, I mean. And there you go. Coins dance in your favor. All right. So it's getting a little better. It's getting, it's getting a little better. I like it. It's fitting it on the card. Probably need to make this just a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this in this div section, enlarge the it's the GUGO still and GUGO video. Hmm, I want to say? What is this? I don't know what size that is. Let's see. Let's just enlarge it by 200%. We'll see what happens there. Should fit a little in there. There we go. That's not too bad. So I just basically told it just to increase the size by 200%, to exit, if you will. There you go. It fits in there pretty good. Oops. So I get some, on this view, I get a little funky stuff going on, but that's fine. Go back in here. I can always fix that later. But yeah, so here we go. It's kind of cute. It's reading the fortune. Fortune quacks in your favor. I don't know why I think this is so funny, but I do. All right, so pretty much pretty good so far. All right, so let's say, all right, we want to. I feel like I want to move this over. I don't know. I'm getting a kick out of it. I don't care if I was probably watching Big like last. I wasn't watching Big last night, but that's one of my favorite movies. Um, but yeah, it's fun. I think this button should probably go over a little bit. Maybe align it underneath the fortune card. My only thing is on mobile, it probably. Let's see. I'm gonna pop this out real quick. On mobile, your fortune will appear there. Hmm. So it's probably best to keep it there. I don't know. We won't be able to read it. Gotta find a better placement for this button, I think. It might be better to maybe anchor the button instead of to the bottom. Try to anchor it to the middle of the page. Let's see. Yeah. Any ideas? If you guys throw some ideas out there, you can. Let's see what's in the past fortunes. All right, so the past fortunes got some fortune history in here. This is kind of neat. You need a clear all button. Your light shines bright today. Coins dance in your future. Fortune quacks in your favor. Coins dance in your favor. All right. Very unique, but got some stuff here. Okay, so all right. So one error we're getting oops on the open in new tab view. So I'm just gonna let them know I'm getting that error when I open it up in the open in a new tab because it should work in both the same. But because I'm in here and I click that, I'm getting this oops mystical energies disrupted thing. So we gotta figure out why. So it's gonna do running some tests. We'll see what it tells me. We're on version 4 of this. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, open. Yeah, most likely it's not set. Restart the development server. All right, so let's just reset this. There we go. Now it's working. All right, so getting an error, OpenAI key is not configured. Please check the OpenAI key is set. So great. That helps me a lot. That's why I was failing. All right, so let's go ahead and add environmental variable. So I'm gonna make sure that yeah. Okay. It's already in my environment, so it should work all right. API rate limits, temporary open service issues. So I don't think we have any rate limits going on. Got it. I'll just double check to make sure I've got credits. Should have credits. Look at my usage. Yeah, I've only spent 17 cents in the past 3 days, so should be okay. All right. Yeah, it should be okay. All right, well, we'll figure that out later. All right, so let's try to bring in Rainbow Kit. So I've not done this before. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to cheat. Okay. And for for Wallet Connect, let's use Rainbow Kit with abstract testnet integration. I'm going to throw in all that code from that page. And also I can, if I go to overview, let's see. I think it's docs connecting. So this gives me the testnet chain ID. I can probably just, that's annoying. So on the connect abstract, you've got like information about each chain. So like the main net or the test net. So under the test net, you've got a chain ID, you've got an RPC, an explorer, and there's like a verify URL, but you don't have to worry about that unless you're deploying a smart contract. So go here and put chain ID. We'll just pull the RPC URL and we will do the Explorer. There's another Explorer too that you can use, but I'll just use this one for now. All right. So now it's going to go and read through all that stuff that I told it to do and see if they can integrate it. Yeah, key errors are fun. Yeah, I think the button attached to the machine would be better. Yeah, most of these pages or most of these apps are that are created within the V0. They're basically responsive apps, so web responsive. So when you make the screen smaller on your browser tab, it should give you a semblance of a mobile optimized view. Um, However, you can always take that link and share it with yourself and like your in Discord or send a message or email it to yourself and then open it up on your phone. That's another great way to preview it too. All right, so let's see. Failed to get Rainbow Kit. So this I've not used Rainbow Kit in the past. I always get this random errors. So I'm just gonna throw the error back into the chat and let it see what it does. That's vibe coding. Vibe coding is all about getting every single error possible, and then trying to figure out a solution for it. That's the vibe. Ooh, yeah, make the fortune in a pop-up. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that next. Adjust my chair here. I feel like this chair is like slowly goes down as I sit on it for periods of time. That's how I usually do it. Is drop the link to myself in Discord, then open a mobile. Yeah, that's probably the best. Best. I've done that a couple times too. Or I'll share it with, in our team chat when I'm working on something and open it up in mobile. Come on, fix it. Nope. All right. D is not a function at C. I don't. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna give it back to the chat. We'll figure that out. Let it figure it out. While I enjoy my pickle beer. That's the vibe. Okay. So about 30 minutes in, we created like basic concept for the game app, I guess you would say. Not really a game. It's more of like a uh, horoscope experience. Um, yeah, the restore button is great too. You can always go the restore button and also the fork button is great. So if I can always go back and to like the last working version of it and fork it and then start over essentially. Hey, if you like this concept and you want to work on it and you know, I can't win the hackathon, so I'm just doing this because I thought it was an interesting idea and I hadn't seen anything like it yet. So I just, because I don't want it to steal somebody's idea, but this is totally open. Ooh, oh, Jesus, Jesus, connected injected. What is connect injected? This is not going to be. Cancel that for a second. I just brought up MetaMask. Connect Phantom. All right, users can connect with any injected MetaMask or Wallet Connect. The app detects if they're on abstract. There's no abstract button. All right, one second. All right, so not quite what I wanted, but and I can connect my wallet to this. I don't care. Um, yeah, that's fine. All right. I don't necessarily know if that's 25 cents, but there's no smart contract, so it's not really going to do anything. Um, yeah, and no fortune displayed. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's fun. Broke the fortune and to not give me a great experience. So I'm going to show you forking. All right. So we cancel. So before I added that in there, I was on version 5. So if I go back to version 4, should be, yeah. So you can go. So this is version first one, second error, or first error, second error. So version 4 was the last working version that I had. So what I could do is fork this into a new chat, and that will give me without. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'll try to figure out Rainbow Kit another time. I'm just not comfortable with it and what I'm doing. So let's say I'm just gonna take this. And all right, so let's center the let's center GUGO the Great on the screen and display the fortune in a pop-up window instead. All right, ties into your project theme. Are you doing a carnival? Have a little carnival. That might be fun. Um, let's see. Forking does not work when you tie it to a Supabase. It depends on when you added the Supabase to in which version you added it. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna pop this out. Hmm. We've been through this before. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. I don't know if you can see that. It's reading the fortune, and now a little pop up. Your luck is on the rise, and that makes it disappear. That's much better. That's a good suggestion. Gonna rug yourself. I'll probably rug myself. Let's see what we got. All right, so let's see. I think one thing I would like to do is coins will glimmer soon. All right, let's look at the past fortunes page. I mean, honestly, this needs. I think we just need to make these cards bigger so that they fit. So on the past fortunes page, make the cards larger so the fortune fits on the card dimensions. I'm not the best typer in the world, just so you know. maybe instead of a column of or a row of 3 columns, you do a row of 2 columns. All right. Nice. Yeah, don't once you type, yeah, you've got to make sure that you're forking to the last working version of the super base integration. Otherwise, yeah, it can mess things up. All right, so let's see. What's this past fortune page look like? All right, all right. Let's see. I think we just need to center the text on the. Yeah, center. Let's see. Align center the text on card div. Why fork it again? I used to, but now I just last. Yeah, just restore. Yeah, restore works. It's right there in the chat. It's easier. Um, it's also less confusing when you start looking at like, well, why did I fork this? Right. I just like how nicely it just fits in there, and then the animation, just 5-second video. Fortune quacks in your favor. There we go. It's a little bit better. You got just a row of 2 columns, and then centers the text on the div. Let's see. I think we could probably go. We could increase the character count. I think on. We might be able to increase the character count. All right. So let's increase the character count on the fortunes generated by the AI fortune teller to, say, 50 characters. All right, just give it like a little bit longer. I mean, I kind of like the short ones, but maybe to have a little bit more variation, like have a couple extra characters to play with, maybe it'll give us some different stuff. Your dreams float high, seize them wisely, ducky. Yeah, those are great points. If restore works for you, great. Just do that. If it's so messed up that you need to fork it, fork it. Go in a completely different direction. I think this is pretty good. I think having the pop up now doesn't bother me as much that the button is down here. Invest wisely and dreams will take flight. But I think I want to find a way to just give it a better styling. Okay. Where we at? 47 minutes in. Okay. I think the other thing we can do here is maybe just tell it to line break it. Fortunes. Fortune text should be 60%. Should be, let's see. All right, so basically what I'm telling you to do right now is try to restrain the fortune text to about 60%. I'm gonna left align it actually and say it's okay to do line breaks. So I just kind of want to see if I can get it to just stay on the left side a little bit. Make the logo of the booth have blinking lights around it. The logo. It's a little better. It's a little better. It fits in there. Just doing 60% centered, I think. It's center of the graphic, but it's fine. That's fine. Uh, where do you want blinking lights? Make the logo of the booth have blinking lights, like around here. Put blinking lights around that. This right now is a still image, so I think to do blinking lights, I would probably have to take this overlay that I currently have, and because it's just a image, a PNG file, transparent, would have to make it a video, I think, that loops. But I don't. But right now, but that would be tough because can't really have a transparent video. You have to make it a GIF probably. Because right now this image of the duck is separate from this curtain up front in the booth, and then it switches to a video to display this part. Yeah, yeah, you need video. Cool. Hey, GM, GUGO. All right. So like in order to kind of take this to the next step, the next level would be probably um, would definitely need to have a smart contract to essentially collect the transaction, right? Um, so would have to develop one of those. Probably would need to go to um, have some sort of actual wallet connect. We can try to put the native abstract one in here. So this is this one. Copy. Add native abstract wallet integration for the connect button. If you know the size of the GUGO the Great, could you ask V0 to recreate the lights in that size? I could ask it. I mean, we can try it, see what it does. I don't think it won't generate images for me. One thing I could probably do is maybe try to find a transparent GIF of like twinkle lights or something. So how's everybody's builds coming along? Everybody doing well? Doing good? Feel free to take Google the Great. If you want the assets, let me know. The person that asks me can have them. All right. So got my wallet connect. Unsupported model version. All right, we'll see what that does. We have a little API error. it created a component called get fortune. So it's creating like so it's connecting with the API, created its own component called get fortune. I just joined, got no build at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. Getting an error here, but it's still displaying the fortune. So I don't know. Coins may dance, but your heart holds the key. I'll try fixing it one more time. I hate this though. I hate this the menu. Got to do something about that. Oh, there we go. Prosperity dances on the winds of change. All right, so let's increase the fortune character limit to 75 characters. And I'm just going to ask a question. Is there a way to add this is going to be so twinkle lights to the GUGO overlay? We'll see. We'll see what it says. What it does. You also have one. You also have both versions of it. One is off. One with a mission. Okay. Yeah, I'll drop the assets too. I think it's fun. I mean, it's silly, and you don't necessarily need to have the ETH component. Maybe you just put a tip jar on the site, and then people like if they like it, then they'll just give you a tip. Like that. That might even be probably better. Like, I almost want to go generate an image of a tip jar. Did it? I think it. I think it might have added. It might have added some twinkle lights, or like, let me see. It added something. Yeah, look at it. I don't know if you can see it. It's just kind of pulsating. Can you see it? There's like this like pulsating overlay that added everywhere. All right. Okay, so it's still failing there, but that's fine. Your dreams are a treasure map. Follow it to find gold beyond measure. Yeah. All right. Looks pretty good. It did add some twinkle lights, but let's see if I can. I don't know how I did that. Mm. Okay. Uh, yeah. I don't know. What else? Let's see what's in the console. Yeah. Got some color stuff. There's some. Just I'm gonna take this. You can like so if you get some errors in here in your console, you can take those and send those to your chat as well. Quick question: my idea requires a person to check in throughout the day. For this, we do a demo mode, so it doesn't take all day to see what happens. Yeah, do a demo mode probably. Yeah, or if you want to, with your submission, just do a recording of like, if you can, if like there, if that's a better way, to do like a quick screen record, talk through what it does. You can actually submit that on your project as well, and we can ask, we can ask the reviewers to watch that too if that helps. Can you add music or sound effects? Um, Probably. All right. Let's see. Can you add background music and a play and pause button to the menu? Um, Pick some spooky carnival music and then add a sound effect like mysterious strings or something when the fortune displays. We'll see what it does. And I don't know. Will you be able to hear it? That'll be the question. I'm sharing my screen, but I don't know if the music will come through. Yeah, usually there's some sort of thing with the music. You have to kind of have something already and then host it, um, that you can easily call to without any kind of restrictions. All right. So I think once we do this, I think that'll probably be the working proof of concept for this idea. It's not really a game. It's more of like a just kind of a fun way to pass the time using the IP and just a unique situation, but could be part of, a series. Like if you created like a little carnival for people to explore, and this was one of the areas that they can go to, just to get their fortune. Or maybe it's like, you have a little carnival and then, um, I don't know. This is like a hidden level or something. Okay. So I don't hear any music. Site's not muted. Didn't really hear it. Great. I've added a complete audio system. Your complete audio system doesn't work. Let's see it in the new tab. Well, it's got some open AI integration. It's got the AGW wallet integration. It's got a playable video in there. It's got a lot of stuff going on for a simple little app that was created in 45 minutes. Not too bad. The struggle for music is real. Yeah, I think what we want to do is actually get some music. Let me see. I don't know if I have anything. Let's go to free sounds. And, you got some stuff like artlist.io where I did that video probably also has royalty free music. So let's check out sound effects. Subscribe to download. Yeah. I don't want to subscribe. What was that? Freesound.org. Freesound.org is another place where you can go get sounds and stuff like that. I don't remember. Do I have an account? Should have an account. Okay. Let's see. Mysterious sound. I don't want that. What's this do? Mysterious magic sound. Let's just do mysterious magic. Let's see. That's pretty good. All right. So I think it's a wave file. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download this sound, and then I'll rename it Fortune Sound. Put that on my desktop. And go back. Where did my Chrome go? All right. Where'd that window go? I totally lost that window. I don't know how I did that. All right, let's go back to Chrome. Where did it go? What are we making? I'll show you in a second. I think I accidentally closed everything. There it goes. All right, let me get my share going back. Sorry. Okay. And window, share audio, share tab instead. So we're going to here. All right. Let's see. And then I'm gonna add fortune. Okay. So what do we make? We made GUGO the Great. So it's basically an AI powered fortune teller. Um, use basically adding some sound right now. Fortune sound dot wave. Actually, autoplay fortune sound dot wave as the fortune is revealed. So just kind of threw in like a little sound effect, but it has the wallet connects. The project gone. The project's still here. I want to see if I can actually get music or audio since people are saying they had issues with that. What's up, digital? Who's giving your project away? Is it me? Do I keep giving your project away? So this is going to be Vanna's side project now. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Hmm. Specific sound you provide is now integrated. Autoplay on Fortune reveal. This automated plays. The Fortune pop up appears. Hmm. Okay. I'm probably going to go to another tab really quickly and try to find Carnival music. So you can just hang out on that tab for a second. It's not what I want. Let's see. This is super dumb, but I'm going to use this. Okay. You enjoy that. Let's see downloads. Just preparing a nice little fun music file here. So 1 second, we go back into our chat. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna fix this because I don't know what that means, and then I'm gonna add in my Carnival music. Oh yeah, it would make sense that I've got multiple wallet providers because I tried to do Rainbow Kit and then went to native abstraction. Oh hey, thanks for the tip. I think that's the first tip that I've received in I don't know 4 months. Exit these. Don't need that. I'm gonna close that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that. Okay. Closing some tabs that I don't need. I've got too many tabs open. Keeping tabs. It's trying to get me to go to use Rainbow Kit again. Probably. Yeah. Messing up my game. Messing up my game that's not even a game. What do you think the threshold is in Pengu for thanking for the tip? I was hoping you would not thank me, which you did not appropriately. I didn't see I didn't see a tip from you. I guess that's why I didn't thank you. But if you tipped me, then thank you. It didn't pop up. I didn't see a pop up in the chat Bird Club. So there might be a threshold on the I didn't think you should. There might be a threshold there that I don't know. All right. Yes, $1 or more probably. Okay. Fix that. All right, so I'm gonna upload creepy carnival music for the music that plays in the background. Use the attached. All right. So let's go into the audio manager. I'm going to add that file. Okay. I don't know if you can hear the music. Can you hear the music? All right. All right. So it's nice and creepy. So that's fine. At least I think, yeah, there's a mute button there. Good. It's perfect. It's just perfect. Yeah. So that's it. That's all. I'm gonna pause it. That's what I wanted to build tonight. I wanted to build GUGO the Great Fortune Teller. You got your past fortunes. Got Wallet Connect. We got music. We got twinkle lights. Got Wallet Connect. It's great. And now it will deploy. It did make me jump. All right. So yeah, this is I guess this is gonna be Vanna's gonna take the reins on this and make it better. So look forward to that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll stop